Welcome back, myth and history lovers. Today, we travel way back into the ancient world of Greece. While ancient Greece is renowned for its monumental contributions to philosophy, art, and politics, which have profoundly influenced Western civilization, the tapestry of Greek culture is woven with countless lesser-known threads that equally deserve recognition. Beyond the towering figures of philosophers like Socrates and Plato, the magnificent sculptures and architecture, and the foundational ideas of democracy, lies a wealth of intriguing and often overlooked aspects of daily life, social customs, and technological innovation. These hidden facets of ancient Greek society offer a more nuanced and comprehensive understanding of their world, revealing a civilization that was as complex and multifaceted as it was innovative and influential. Here are some fascinating yet frequently forgotten facts about the ancient Greeks, shedding light on the everyday realities, unique practices, and remarkable inventions that defined their culture. They marched with music, an unexpected but crucial element of ancient Greek warfare. Hoplites, the heavily armed infantry soldiers, relied on the rhythmic sounds of the aulos, a wind instrument akin to an oboe, to maintain their tight formation and synchronize movements. This music was essential for their fighting style as they battled in a close-knit formation called a phalanx. The precision and unity fostered by this musical cadence were critical. Any disruption could lead to disarray and vulnerability on the battlefield. Thus, the use of music in hoplite warfare was not just a ceremonial flourish, but a vital strategic tool that underscored the discipline and coordination of these ancient warriors. Public slaves, known as demosioi in ancient Greece, played a pivotal role in the functioning of city-states. Unlike private slaves who were owned by individuals, demosioi were owned by the state and tasked with performing various essential public services. They filled a range of roles, from administrative positions and maintaining public buildings to serving as attendants in temples and even acting as police officers or executioners. This system was instrumental in the efficient management of state affairs, alleviating the burden on free citizens who might otherwise have been required to perform these duties. Legally, demosioi were considered property and lacked personal freedoms, yet their status differed somewhat from that of private slaves. Because of their public service roles, they sometimes enjoyed a higher standing in society. This unique position offered them certain protections under the law, and in some cases, opportunities for better living conditions and social interaction than those typically available to private slaves. The system of demosioi illustrates the complexities of ancient Greek society, where the line between slavery and public service could blur, offering insights into their approach to governance and social organization. The Spartan Krypteia was a stark and controversial aspect of Spartan society, often shrouded in mystery and debate. Part of the agoge, the rigorous education and training program for Spartan boys, the Krypteia served a dual purpose. It was both a test of endurance and resourcefulness for young Spartans, and a means of controlling the helot population, the serfs who worked the land and were essential to Sparta's economy. Periodically, young Spartans were sent out into the countryside with minimal equipment, tasked with surviving on their wits and hunting down helots. This practice not only instilled discipline and toughness in the young warriors, but also served as a brutal method of suppressing potential revolts by instilling fear among the helots. The Krypteia is often seen as a brutal practice, reflecting the harshness of Spartan society and its reliance on a subjugated population for economic stability. Critics of the practice point to the systematic violence and oppression inherent in sending youths to kill helots as a means of control. This aspect of Spartan culture highlights the complexities and moral ambiguities of their society, where the pursuit of military excellence and social stability often came at a high human cost. The Krypteia remains a subject of fascination and horror, illustrating the lengths to which the Spartans would undergo to maintain their way of life. Ancient Greek robots, known as automata, reveal a surprising level of technological sophistication in classical times. One of the most notable figures in this field was Hero of Alexandria, an engineer and mathematician who lived in the 1st century AD. Hero wrote extensively on mechanics and automata in works like Pneumatica and Automata, where he detailed inventions powered by steam, wind, and water. These devices, which included self-opening temple doors, moving statues, and even an early version of a steam engine, showcased engineering principles far ahead of their time. The significance of these early robots extends beyond mere novelty. While primarily used for entertainment and religious purposes, such as in temples where mechanical birds could sing or statues could move, they reflect a profound understanding of physics and mechanics. Hero's work not only illustrates the innovative spirit of ancient Greek culture, but also provides a glimpse into the early development of automation and engineering. These automata are a testament to the ancient Greeks' curiosity and creativity, highlighting their contributions to science and technology in ways that are often overlooked in favor of their more well-known achievements in philosophy and the arts. Theater in ancient Athens was more than just entertainment. It was a civic duty integral to the democratic process. Athenians considered attending theatrical performances an essential part of public life, and the state supported this practice by subsidizing tickets for poorer citizens through a special fund. This initiative ensured that all citizens, regardless of their economic status, could participate in this cultural and civic activity, reinforcing the democratic ethos that valued wide participation in public affairs. The themes explored in Greek dramas were profound and often centered around justice, morality, and the human condition. These plays were not only artistic expressions, but also forums for public reflection and discourse, encouraging audiences to consider complex ethical dilemmas and societal issues in the context of their own lives. The communal experience of theater, with its shared emotions and collective reflections, played a crucial role in reinforcing social cohesion and shared values among the citizens. This blend of art and civic engagement highlights the unique role of theater in ancient Athens, where it served as a platform for education, moral contemplation, and community bonding. The themes explored in Greek dramas were profound and often centered around justice, morality, and the human condition. These plays were not only artistic expressions, but also forums for public reflection and discourse, encouraging audiences to consider complex ethical dilemmas and societal issues in the context of their own lives. The communal experience of theater, with its shared emotions and collective reflections, played a crucial role in reinforcing social cohesion and shared values among the citizens. This blend of art and civic engagement highlights the unique role of theater in ancient Athens, where it served as a platform for education, moral contemplation, and community bonding. The oracle's tax was a key source of wealth and influence in ancient Greece, particularly at the famous temple complex in Delphi. Those seeking the oracle's guidance, ranging from ordinary citizens to powerful rulers, were required to pay significant fees. These funds were not only used for maintaining religious ceremonies and temple upkeep, but also channeled into public works and wielded as political capital. The economic impact of these contributions made the oracle and the temple complex at Delphi central players in Greek and Mediterranean politics, extending their influence far beyond religious boundaries. The process of consulting the oracle was intricate and costly, involving elaborate rituals and sacrifices. Supplicants often had to present offerings and perform specific rites before receiving the oracle's counsel. The responses provided were typically ambiguous, requiring interpretation by the temple priests, which further emphasized the authority and power of the priesthood. This system not only reinforced the spiritual prestige of the oracle, but also solidified its position as a significant socio-political entity within the ancient world, blending religion, economy, and governance in a unique and influential way. Diet and symposia in ancient Greece offer a fascinating glimpse into both the simplicity and sophistication of Greek life. Contrary to the popular image of symposia as opulent banquets, the everyday diet of most Greeks was actually quite modest. It typically consisted of staples such as bread, olives, and wine. Meat, considered a luxury, was generally reserved for religious sacrifices and special occasions, reflecting both economic and cultural practices of the time. Symposia, however, were much more than mere feasting feasting events. These gatherings were integral to Greek social and intellectual life, where participants reclined on couches and engaged in discussions, philosophical debates, and performances of poetry or music. The focus of symposia was on socializing and the exchange of ideas rather than on extravagant dining. This tradition underscores the importance of community and intellectual engagement in Greek culture, highlighting how the Greeks valued discourse and the sharing of knowledge in their social rituals. Thus, the practice of symposia illustrates a balance between simplicity in daily sustenance and richness in cultural and intellectual life. Ephemeral art, known as skias in ancient Greece, showcases a unique aspect of Greek artistry focused on impermanence and fleeting beauty. This artistic practice involved creating intricate images or patterns on the ground, using materials like colored sands, ashes, or other natural elements. These artworks were typically crafted for religious festivals, public celebrations, or as demonstrations of artistic skill, often designed to be admired for a brief moment before being scattered by wind or foot traffic. The philosophical significance of skias lies in its reflection of the transient nature of existence and beauty. This art form encapsulated the Greek understanding of life's impermanence, a theme commonly explored in Greek philosophy and literature. By engaging in an art that was meant to be temporary, the creators and viewers alike participated in a contemplative act, acknowledging the fleeting nature of human achievements and the world around them. Skias thus illustrates the Greek appreciation for artistic expression and creativity, highlighting a cultural ethos that valued the act of creation and the momentary experience of beauty, even when the work was not destined to endure. As we've journeyed through the fascinating and often overlooked aspects of ancient Greek civilization, we've uncovered a culture rich in complexity, creativity, and thought. From the rhythmic march of hoplites guided by music to the intricate and philosophical skias, each facet reveals a deeper understanding of the Greek world, one that transcends their well-known contributions to philosophy and politics. These stories remind us that history is filled with layers, waiting to be explored and understood, each adding a new dimension to our appreciation of the past. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of ancient Greece's hidden treasures. If you enjoyed this journey, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on our next adventure into the intriguing corners of history. Stay curious, and until next time.